Why do I always do this when I start my videos? Welcome to day 22 of Vita! Today was my wrap-up meeting of our mentoring program for our first year of teaching, so aptly enough today I am going to talk about what it is actually like to teach high school math. So I decided I wanted to be a high school math teacher when I was in about 9th grade. I recently discovered that I loved math, and in 9th grade my math teacher told me that I was good at explaining math to other students in my class, and I thought that was really cool, and I thought that my math teacher was really cool, and I basically just wanted to be her. For the past 8 years I've wanted to be a teacher, and about a year ago I accepted my job that I have now. Literally cried like the whole day after accepting my job because I was so excited and so happy because this is literally my dream job that I had wanted for so long, and I was gonna get to do it. I was gonna get to be a math teacher. It's kind of weird. Like, do you know how weird it feels to actually have your dream job and go to your dream job every day? So, first, I work at an alternative high school, which means that my students are very disadvantaged, struggle with mental illness. A lot of them are parents. A lot of them do not have supportive families. They are so incredibly far away from where I was in high school. At the beginning of the year, it was very hard for me to comprehend their lives at all. I come from a family where both my parents graduated college. They encouraged learning and education the whole way through. They were very supportive of me. They pushed me to try new things and do well. I was expected to do well, and I was given the resources that I needed to do well, and I always did do well. I was valedictorian of my high school class, and I've not had very many failures in my life. And I knew before the start of this year that I had a privileged life, but I didn't really get how privileged it was until I met my students that I have now. And I have spent this entire school year learning what they are about and where they come from and what they bring to my classroom every day. And that's been one of my biggest learning experiences from my first year of teaching. But teaching is still my dream job. I literally do what I love every day, and that doesn't mean that I love doing it every day, and it doesn't mean that I wake up every day wanting to go to work. Some days suck. Some days, a lot of days, I still don't feel like I know what I'm doing at all. But overall, it's really good. I laugh with them a lot, and we learn math. That part is not what I ever thought that I would be doing. But just today, I had a student come into my classroom after school to hand in a quiz she'd been working on during her free period. I had split up the quadratic formula and the solving of the quadratic formula into steps for them to go through to get to the end because they were getting overwhelmed with the whole process and how long it was and what to do when. So I had broken it down into steps with them and had them do a worksheet on each step so that they could be comfortable with it. And she came in and thanked me for doing that and said it really made it a lot easier and I feel like I can do it now. And, you know, that's why I'm a teacher. I want to make them feel like they can do these things. And I've had so many experiences like that this year where just a student has come to me and said, I really don't like math, but you're one of my favorite teachers because you always explain to us why you're doing something. Or I feel like you really want me to understand this and you help me until I get it. And, you know, first of all, the fact that that's unusual for them makes me really sad. And all the teachers at our school are very supportive and very good at it, but, you know, what they've had before is not always, and what they have at home is not always like that. I get really angry whenever someone says to me, you know, you're so smart, you're so intelligent, why aren't you going to grad school? Or don't you ever want to teach college? Or why don't you go and get a master's or a PhD or do this career that they think is better than teaching what I'm doing now. And I really, honestly, just want to hit them. Because if they could come into my classroom and meet my students and see how much they need just someone to believe in them and never give up on them and to work really hard, and some days it has taken all of my considerable intelligence to figure out how to break down some math process enough for them to understand it. And I have gotten to the point where I'm like, I can't make this any easier. And then you just don't give up on it and you keep going and you make it easier for them somehow and you figure out a way. And I don't believe that I am wasting any of my intelligence on my students. And I don't believe that there is anything better that I could be doing than what I'm doing right now. In conclusion, this has been a really rambly video, but maybe I will edit it into something coherent. I wish that there were more people who didn't see teaching as a waste, and I wish that there were more teachers who truly cared and worked and did not give up on their students. And I wish that more people could see teenagers like my students in the way that I see them every day in school. If any of my students ever find this, I love you guys, and don't give up. You have to believe in yourself, and you need to find the other people who believe in you, and you will get where you want to go. Anyways, that's really incoherent, rambly teaching Vita. I will see you tomorrow. I mean, I learn new stuff every day in class. Like today, I learned that you should always bring a contact case and an extra pair of glasses to school because I had to teach 6th and 7th period with only one contact in because my eye hurt so much that I thought I was going to pull my eyeball out, but instead I just took my contact out. That was a better choice. But then I was half blind for 6th and 7th period, so that was fun. I was like, do you have the right answer? I can't really tell.